Okay.
You saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I
War. War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Okay. Career yung main character ko. You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name? I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Okay yung tsura. Okay. Tama lang. Tama lang. Puta. Okay. Ang ina mo, gago. Nag-iba tuloy. Gago. Kumaalala ko pa. Tama lang, puta. Meet na tayo ulit.
most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore.
Wala talaga
Let's see
sense,
if we
tangina
can
mo.
get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race. Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you got back all your faculties.
Ah, okay, okay. Eh. Energy weapon. Saan kaya? Tangina mo. Hindi ko lang saan nilalagay. Agility.
Most patients don't get out of bed after being shot and then move like they was in perfect control. You're unusual, I'll say that. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and the bighorn are dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking. All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog. House. Night.
Okay. Ano? Hindi ko nakita. Okay.
Light. Mother.
Gago.
Sometimes when you give tests like this, you learn more than you was hoping for, and I reckon that ain't always the best thing. But I guess maybe it explains a thing or two about your predicament. Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one, conflict just ain't in my nature. I ain't given to relying on others for support. I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention. I'm slow to embrace new ideas. I charge in to deal with my problems head on. Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see. Okay. How about this one?
Aha.
Last one. Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Nelly, tsaka Snake.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Ah, God. Ang ina mo, lul. You know.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out. Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Was my wife's. I think she was about your size, and she hardly wore it after we left the vault. Felt it was too brazen. Don't mention it. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Okay. Decente naman pala yung itsura. Save. Save natin yan. Alam ko na yan, tangina mo. Pwede. Tapos, anong weapon ko? Ay, gago, mali. Ano ba akong ibang weapons dyan? Footlocker, first aid. ang linis ng areas dito, no? Mas matagal siya mag-save, no? Meli, para ano?
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Sure, what do you want to know? Southeast of here is Prim, can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot. The new California Republic. Bunch of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west, fixing on making Nevada their own. They can be right pushy, but the roads are safer because of them, so I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice. Well, the wildlife for one thing, rowdy locals for another. They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us. They've been holding off this other group from the east, too. Got a funny name. Call themselves Caesar's Legion. Never seen them in these parts, so I couldn't tell you much. I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks. But maybe that's just something folks in the NCR cooked up to make themselves seem more useful here. Less uninvited. Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Good Springs. The critters up there are big and poisonous. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon. Everything all right?
Okay. Gago. Ninakawan ka agad.
Hey there.
Country naman to. Yun sa isa puta, 1950s na, ewan. Okay. Evil. Putang ina. Maya ka na. May hanapin ako. Ah, yun, may bahay pala. Tangina. trailer. Saan na ibang... May mga hayop na yun. Nahanap ko yun. Baka ito. Bunny up to ng bahay. Okay, pwede ko namang i-force muna yung mga companions. May makita ako.
Howdy.
Okay.
That Doc Mitchell. Hey there.
Gago.
Hey there. Hey there. Way too many strangers coming into town these days. No offense. Howdy. Way too many strangers.
Gago. Paano siya nagkaroon ng ano?
Coming into that Doc Mitchell sure knows the stuff, doesn't he?
Paano ko nagkaroon ng baril, putang ina ka? Leche ka. Gago. Mag-recruit tayo sa sobrang dami na ano. Ay na, may army na kagad ako. Generic muna. Kasi baka mamaya mamatay itong mga to eh.
Howdy.
Anis, may dalawa na akong followers. Gago. Ayos, puta. Ito, sino to? Ay, robot. Ayoko niya. May ano eh. Sino yung aso?
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Where? Ito? Saan? Saan yung bote? Tangina ka. Ikaw yung bariling ko eh. Kung makita, anong babariling ko dyan? Ikaw? Hindi. Saan? Tingin nga, puta.
Howdy. My name is Jed Masterson, and I'm a caravan boss for the Happy Trails
Ah, okay.
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water.
Okay. Gago, sumusunod talaga. Right behind you. Okay. Okay. Sunod lang kayo, tangina.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Okay. Saan? Upal. Alam ko na yan. Hindi ikaw. Saan yung mga gecko
Okay.
yan?
No ammo. Go give them hell.
Over here!
God. Pali, ilulot ko muna tong mga to. May radiation ba? Wala. Ayos oh.
If you're looking for supplies, Chet over at the general store can help you out.
Hey there. Howdy. Hey there.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me. Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Ano to? Dami natin. Nagkago. Ano yun? Nag-crash. Ngeta ka. . Eto na naman tayo eh. Ganun yung mga Fallout games, ang daming glitches, pero masaya eh. Late to the party nga lang ako, pero masaya siya. Ito eh, nag-restart pa lang yung ano ko. Gago tong Steam na to, akala first time kong maglaro. First time setup. Putang ina, ano ko ba yung Microsoft Visual? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Ngayon, maintindihan mo na kung bakit ako praning magan. Save palagi. Lagi nang kakaganyan eh. Yo, what the fuck, man?
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down instead. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted.
Isang kamay lang gamit ko. Okay.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want you...
Paraning lang ako baka mag-crash kasi yung ano eh. Prone to crashes yung ano eh. Fallout para sa akin. Hindi ko lang bakit.
Holy moly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Ah, God.
Now that was some good work. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for your... Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Anong niluluto mo? Tangin na ta. Northwest muna. Yun yung pinakamalapit. Oh God. So, anong hinahanap natin? Parang baliw talaga.
Howdy, partner.
Takin mo, nagulat naman ako.
Howdy, partner. Don't mention it. I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were. I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. Happy trails!
Thank you.
Who's there?
Tangina mo, ulat naman ako sa'yo. So, asan dito? Uy! Cherry bomb. Coffee mug. Ayun. Tangina mo, lol. Bakit hindi ko mahanap? Tangina ka. Jalapeno to eh. Baka naman nandito. Saan? Baka naman nandito. Wala. Okay na ngayon ka. Saan? Oh fuck. Talaga. Seryoso gago, hindi ko mahanap. Kulang item dun. Ano ba yan? Ano bang hinahanap ko? Yung Thunderford nga muna. Deche ka. Grabe mga hotshot ng mga to.
Help me out!
So ano pa yung isang item? So asan na? Dechiga, yan pala yun eh. Hirap makita, putang ina.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right, now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try. Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Okay.
Thank you.
If you're looking for supplies, Chet over at the general store can help you out.
Thank you.
Putang inang yan. Crusher muta. Leching to. Tangina mo, lol. Bawat quest ko na lang nga, putang ina. Stable pa ata yung Fallout 3 eh. Blue. Mas masarap.
Let me see what you got. Hey, that's not bad, see? Ah!
I'm done being nice. If you...
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon. Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this trader, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men out. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants. Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now. He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what... Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to... Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before. It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was. It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole... Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies. There's always something interesting going on, but the biggest news has to be the coming dust-up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam. I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something. Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory. The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin. If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the Powder Gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there. Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit. Be careful out there.
Dang, yeah.
What the hell is your problem?
Feeling thirsty?
We need more people like you around.
So, asan kaya siya?
Howdy.
God.
Way too many strangers coming into town these days. No offense. If you're looking for supplies, check. Head over. Hey there. We need more people like you around. Hey there.
Okay, barilan muna tayo.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me? Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. Let's say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan. Yeah, he doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight. My Caravan was on the return trip from California and heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figure their friends are out for revenge. Oh, sorry. I thought everybody knew already. It's a two-player. So. All right. It's been in business for a very long time. There's a branch up in New Vegas, but it hasn't been doing so well. Word is that the big boss herself, Alice McLafferty, is coming in to fix things. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own. All I've got left on me are a handful of caps, but you get me out of this and I'll make sure the Crimson Caravan pays you back. You've got my word. We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now... start with Sunny Smiles. So what's going on? Did Sunny agree to help us? Oh. Well,
Ang ina mo, ulol. Nag-crash na naman ang putang ina na ito. Ano ba? Ano kaya yun? Puta, crash ng crash. Dahil ba sa mod ko yun? Ilan pa lang naman yung mods na din download ko eh. Pero, puta, medyo nakakabuisit. Mas buhay nga lang yung ano niya. Para dun sa Fallout 3. Fallout 3 medyo isolated dun natin. Yung storyline hindi ko masabi kasi
that's close. It's
okay.
We just start with Sunny Smile.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while long? Say no more. I'm in. Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. But I know his type. He and his friends... However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide... I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great. A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help. I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake. Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. You'd have to convince him you know a thing. Sure can. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife.
Ina ka, wala naman eh.
Thank you.
Way too many strangers coming to the town these days. No offense.
Howdy.
Hello. So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk. That does sound like a good plan. All right, you seem to know what you're doing, so you can count me in. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock. Be careful out there.
Eh, meron na akong militia eh. Putang ina ka. Ayan na. May gang na. Saan kayo nagtatago yung isa? Parang killer lang sa Dead by Daylight. Wala, kupal. Ano yun?
Hello!
Putang ina. What the fuck, man? Bakit nagka-crash lang dito? Actually, mas stable pa yung ano, yung Fallout 3 eh. Pero mas ano yung, ewan ko, mas konti yung content nun. Siguro, mas maganda yung storyline nun. Linear nga lang, pero yung storyline siguro yung maganda. Kumpara dyan. Ito kasi parang ano, binaril ka lang. Mas maganda din yung graphics na ito ng konti. Halos magkadikit lang naman sila ng ano. Pero hindi ko lang kung yung mga mods ko yung nagiging ano dito or ano.
Evening. Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you? Too dangerous. Gonna kill. Too dangerous. Sorry. Told you before. Yup. The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling. Word of advice, though, if you have a cat. Bad. Welcome. Was a prospector until I... Nah. Means I poked through old... Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good. Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by... Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Prim don't stay independent for long, not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away. They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR did. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them. The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying. Meat and hide, mostly. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. Keep your gun handy if you go...
Welcome back. Seems like wherever I go, it's all... Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. Yeah. Well, I already told you I came from a vault after that. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Most folks out here ain't educated, so people with medical know-how are hard to come by. I found that I could help a lot of people with... Eventually, I went back and married my childhood sweetheart, and that was the end of my traveling days. Didn't miss it none then. Still don't. Well, ain't we all, right? This here's Good Springs, named after the water we got here. It's a quiet town, and that's how we like it. I didn't see him or the men with him. You might ask around town, though. Could be someone saw which way they was headed. Your best bet would probably be Trudy, the bartender at the... You take care now.
So, okay.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. If Ringo doesn't... Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed. Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. Look, you're bringing this on yourselves. There's no way I'm getting involved. But hey... This again? Right. It's all... Look, you're Look. The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR. Weapon mods are things like silent. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor. Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the Strip. I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's gotta be a good thing, right? They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans. Take it easy now.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us? Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do. All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play. They're getting set up in cover, but it might not go well unless we get out there soon. At least 6, Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean. I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
Putang ina nito. Crush na naman. Ano ba? Dahil ata sa mga mods ko to or ewan eh. Mas stable pa pala yung Epic version kesa sa Steam. Steam talaga, putang ina. Ewan. Ano kaya direct ko na siyang i-launch tapos imbis na i-launch ko sa muna sa Steam. Diba? Siguro baka mas maayos. Notorious din yan Steam minsan. Minsan desync, ganun. Epic naman, mabagal. Pero okay naman. Mabagal lang talaga yung Epic mag-launch. Actually.
So what's going on?
Howdy. Time to look alive. They're getting set up in cover. At least 6. I'll be set up near the store. That safety better be on.
Putang inang yan. Talagang ano ba? Kakaano lang eh. Subukan ko nga ano siya, i-launch mula mismo sa ano. Hindi hindi ko siya i-launch sa Steam. Medyo nakakaano yun ah. Kasi sunod-sunod na yung crashing eh. Putang ina, hindi. Diba? Oh! Ganyan. fuck?
Howdy. Time to look alive. I'll be set up near. There you are.
Ang ina, nakakaasar naman to.
Got enough?
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds. I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit... Hey.
Hey there. Hey there.
Cuba. The fuck? Uy. Fallout 3, hindi ganyan na. Diba? Lolo mo ako eh. Walang ganun. Geneva. Uy! Ano ba yan? Tangina, Fallout 3. Nakakatalon na ako ng ganda.
Hey there. That Doc Mitchell sure knows his stuff, doesn't he?
Anong hindi pwede? Ulul, pwede. Aga.
Experiment log 369248/B. iBot Duraframe Universal Interface Override System. This is Dr. Whitley presiding. We've boosted signal gain and enlarged the overflow buffer system. That should ensure 100% connectivity and control. Yes! Success! Reporting full success on 369248/B. Eddie was able to interface with and override the test panel in under 3 seconds. Great job, team.
Okay. So, ano kaya? Nuclear bomb ba to?
Help me out!
Uy, gago, ang dami. Inang grasya ng puta. Wisit. So, issue talaga siya. Ang ina. So 2 gig lang ginagamit nito. So dinami-dami ng RAM, puta. Talaga magkakas yan, 2 gig lang pala gamit netong laro na to.
There you are. Orders from Colonel Autumn.
You didn't even disengage his damage avoidance protocol.
Don't be ridiculous. It's just a machine.
Get...
Fine, Whitley. It's your lab.
I've got one! Over here!
Tangina, ba't di namatay yan?
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Inang lakas nun ah. Wisit. Saan nanggaling yun? Tangina.
Over here!
Leching yan. Kakasaro yun ah. So hindi pala sila namamatay.
If you're looking for supplies, Chet over at the general store can help you out. If you're looking for supplies, Chet over at the general store can help you out.
Thank you. 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 Thank you.
Ah, malamang nandito yun. Ayun ko, bago yun. Tang ina.